In this video, we will see how to insert a product order form into our landing page. When a person fills out the form, we receive the commission and the network knows exactly which product to send. To do this, we must do two things. We must go to our site and create two pages. The first will be the landing page. Now, I'll show you how to do it with Elementor, but the same thing applies if you use other page builders such as funnels or other similar ones. Then you create the landing page. In this case, we modify it with Elementor. Alright, click on, let's see, OK, settings. And we'll go down to page layout and select Elementor canvas, so it displays in full screen.
E la metà a tutto schermo.
Then again, from settings, we can also publish it so it's already online.
Pubblica.
Now this is one. I'll take a moment to show you the other important thing to do. Create a thank you page. That's where you can redirect people when they have purchased. The thank you page is crucial because we will insert our tracking codes for platforms like Facebook or Google to correctly track sales. So we create another page. We can call it TP for thank you page, followed by the product name. Same thing for landing. You can write landing, followed by product name. I'll show you. Another way, we can already publish it from here. Then, as always, we modify it with Elementor, and we always change it from the standard template to Elementor canvas. Then settings, Elementor canvas layout.
Ok.
Alright, now I'll show you briefly how to create the different blocks. Let's start with the landing page, then the thank you page. It's the same thing. The principle is the same. So we start from the landing page. We edit it, okay. Then to create our blocks. For instance, if we want to create a banner, we add more, we create the structure. Here it is, and inside, by clicking on all the squares, we can insert a text editor. Alright, we'll go to Style It, Center It, and this could be the banner that says, for example, offer 50% discount. Then obviously you can change the color. So you can click right here between style and color and we'll make it red, for instance. The writing, we click on it, go to style and make it white. Also from style you can choose the font. By default it goes to Roboto. You can also set the font size. We can make it 20. Let's make the weight a bit heavier, okay? Then if you want to add something below, we can make another text editor below. Wait, it didn't work. Okay, payment on delivery, okay? Style centered white. You can also make the weight a bit heavier here as well. If we want to reduce the distance, we can always click inside the advanced margin above. Wait, let's remove this one because otherwise it will group all the different fields together. we're only interested in the top. We can go ahead and adjust this and then continue in this manner.
Ad attaccare.
If we aim to create a two-column structure, we can put this here. On one side, we can place the image where we put a product image, and on the other, I always go here to view all the widgets. I go to put the description, then with various bullet points. For bullet points, there's a dedicated widget called Now let me find it for you. Here it is, icon list. Here it is. I suggest you do it like this. Start with the first one, then fix it with the image too. Maybe you can check it like this, icon style. Let's choose the color, maybe green, and everything else. Once you've done it, and you've arranged it visually, duplicate it, and create the benefit, and only change the name. So here you'll create the second benefit, and then create the third benefit, and so on. There's another nice thing you can do with Elementor. Let's say you want to recreate this section below, perhaps, with different images, but essentially the same. You can duplicate it and only change what needs to be changed. Or you can also use copy and paste, then copy and paste it to any other point of the landing page. This applies to the sections, to the texts, basically for anything, for any widget. So as you can see, it's all very straightforward. Let's now move to the insertion of the form. Then, the form insertion is very simple. You have to go inside the product on HTML frame and copy the frame, essentially one of these frames, and you could use. Let's see if it gives you any instruction here. At least name and telephone number are required, which is great. So you could also use the mini in this case because it asks for at least your phone name. Obviously, the less data you ask for, the more usually. Conversions, because people have to input fewer data. Or you can use the reduced one where you ask for name, telephone number, address. This is the most commonly used one, while the complete one has even more fields. Basically, it works for everyone. If the product allows you, you can also use it. Let's do this. Let's start with this one. Just click on it and it will copy for you. We go back to the landing page. We may put it at the end, so let's put in a widget called HTML. We can also search for it here. See, there's a search for HTML. Here it is. I'm going to insert it into a new section and paste the frame. Okay, so I made a check. The form doesn't appear because the product campaign has been paused. So when in pause, the forms are no longer fillable, so we use another one. I'll show you how to insert the form, for example, this one. We see whether the campaign is active or paused from seeing it here, that it says active, and we also see from the green dot. However, look, I'll show you the smartwatch. They all went on pause, and hence I can't input the form because they're all red. Let's get back to a different product case. Once one is done, they're all the same. Okay, moving on to smart home security, as I was saying, let's proceed to the HTML frame. Here you see it instructs me that I can use all three. I select reduced, I return here, then I insert the HTML. There you have it. As you can observe, the form is already displayed, ready to go. We're done for now and on to the next.
Pronto.
This generally applies to landing pages. Once you have inserted the form, it is all set. Another thing I mentioned at the start is the thank you page. So here is an example of a thank you page that you can create. Very simple, as you can see, with thank you and 2 or 3 lines explaining that the order has been sent and a representative will contact them again. So we need to take the URL of the thank you page, which I usually rename as TP at product name. We proceed to insert it where the Tylon page is situated. As you can see here, there are instructions that state we should insert the thank you page and save. When we receive it, our network will redirect to the thank you page set by us. So we paste it and save. So once the person fills out and submits the form, they will be redirected to our thank you page, which will always have the pixel to track the sale. This is also for us for advertising campaigns, in case we use those. This, however, is something that I advise you to always do very well. I just showed you how to create the various sections of the landing page. As you have seen, it is very basic. There are many widgets available, as well as the video, which I haven't shown you yet, and also the button. Now I will demonstrate the last component. That is the issue with the button. The goal is to ensure that the button leads directly to the bottom of the form. As I have shown you in other videos, on the landing pages I always put more buttons in various places so that people always have the button ready to go to the order form. We must ensure that once they click, it scrolls down to the lower part of the page. So how do you do that? However, can you always customize the button to be in the center? Or as you prefer, we have to insert a widget called anchor or anchor text or menu anchor. This one here, we will place it above here. We'll name it whatever we want. I usually use module. Perfect. Once this is done, all you need to do is click the button, and here we leave the hash sign and write module. That's all you have to do. So when they click, you see it scrolls down. Therefore, 2 things. Insert the anchor here with the widget. Name it whatever you prefer, maybe module. The important thing is that on the button you leave the hash sign and put the name you assigned to the anchor. It's as simple as that. This button here, once you have it well personalized at a graphic level, you can take it, copy it, place it at all the points you want on the different pages. Just copy and paste it, place it wherever you want. So when the person clicks, it scrolls down. Brilliant. Now that you know how to set up a landing page based on the videos where I showed you an example landing page, that you know how to write the copy through GPT chat, and that you know how to do everything on a technical level, all you have to do is create it and start receiving your affiliate commissions too.